I'm gonna be brutally transparent. I didn't do what I said I was gonna do. Hey guys, it's Arhan, the Real Estate Nerd. Welcome back to the channel for week 5 of the breakdown on my journey to success. So last week was pretty interesting. So I'd set myself some targets, which, and in all transparency, this is the whole reason I'm doing this. I'm gonna be brutally transparent. I didn't do what I said I was gonna do. And I feel shitty about it. Well, actually at the time of recording this, I haven't done what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna have to step it up and I'm gonna have to make up for it over the next few days. So typically I release this video on a Wednesday and I'm currently filming this on a Saturday. So there is another 5 days left in that sort of, because I'm going Wednesday to Wednesday as a tracking period. So since last Wednesday I released the video. I actually ended up having to do a bit more filming and editing. It took a little bit more time for my Friday Gold Coast video breakdown. I had some issues with that side of things, but I didn't end up making the amount of calls that I should have. And I'm not happy about that because it took me a lot longer to secure the database, well, get some watch lists basically. But I haven't made any cold calls yet. And that's the reality of it. So in transparency, if I haven't gotten any leads, that's why. Now socials are working really, really well. I actually ended up spending a bit more time on my socials this week than I should have because I got a lot of engagement. So previously I'd done 70K in 2 weeks. Now this time I've done close to that in 3 to 4 days. Some of my videos kind of went a bit viral on TikTok and things like that. So, and on YouTube Shorts and things. So I've gotten a huge amount of traction on there, which is good, but it isn't going to result in business. So it's helping build out my awareness and the brand a bit, but it's not going to actually end up in money, which is what, you need that to live. So, and part of what I'm documenting here is how I make that money. Basically, I've got my watch list now and I've picked out the 4 suburbs that I'm going to be targeting. Now, I did a lot of research into those suburbs as well because part of the way I like to approach my calls is before I call someone, I need to have enough knowledge so that if they ask me a question about the area, I can actually answer accurately and not just make shit up. So making stuff up isn't gonna help me get to where I wanna go, and it isn't gonna help build the reputation that I want. Because people who live where they do typically know a lot more about those areas than what I would. Now granted, I live in the area as well now, which is good. So I'm gonna be targeting my local suburb obviously, but I'm also gonna be targeting the 3 neighboring suburbs around me. Now between them, I have done enough research to know that there are close to, I'm targeting around 7,000 to 8,000 homes, which is a very big number. But again, by the time I go through the watch lists over the next couple of months, it's gonna get refined and a lot smaller because that's just general numbers and I haven't even started calling. It's not like I actually have 7,000 to 8,000 numbers. I probably have half of that. I probably have about 4,000 contacts at best, but realistically, I've probably got even less than that. I've probably got about 2,000 contacts that I can try cold calling. Now, if I can convert 10% of that, which is 200 numbers, that's amazing. That's good for me. So right now I have to do the quantity because I don't have the quality database. So I got to build that quality database. I have to build those relationships. I network heavily at my gym. If you're on the Gold Coast, please reach out to me. I'd love to connect with you as well because I do want to meet more people. I do want to connect with people because I want to know what the market is doing and who people are over here. I want to make some friends over here as well. So that's part of it. Now, aside from that, steps that I've taken towards my success, well, I've actually now started publicly posting about my health and fitness as well because I find it's going to help me keep more accountable because if I don't, it's going to be shameful and nothing motivates someone like shame. So part of this video documentation journey and posting all of this is also to keep myself accountable for the actions I need to take. And that pretty much leads back to the video that I posted on Monday. The video was about taking action. And while I have been taking action, but I need to take more of an action. It's not just good enough saying that I'm gonna do the 100 calls. I actually need to back it up and follow up and do them. It's not just good enough to say I'm gonna be doing door knocking, but I actually need to follow up and do it. Now, the results, what I'm also going to be doing is playtesting this to see whether the calls are working better or whether the door knocking is working better. And accordingly, I'll put more efforts into either one the following week after that. Now, my goals for this month, so it's the 3rd of June today. So for the month of June, my goal is to generate at least, I would hope, 10 appraisals. I want to try to get at least 1 listing this month in Gold Coast, not back where I used to be, but in the Gold Coast. I want to so that coming the next couple of months, I have stock to start going onto the market. Now, the real estate market is brutal. There is nowhere near enough stock out there. So I have to start doing the work. It's as simple as that. I have to put so much quantity out there, it's not funny. I want people to see my face wherever they goddamn go. The funny thing is, majority of the time, it's actually gonna be through socials. So that's why I put so much effort into socials. I'm pumping out anywhere from 3 to 10 pieces of content a day, but averaging about 5 across the different platforms. And the sole purpose of that is to get more exposure. That's it. I need more exposure locally. Now, whether I build an audience over a period of time, that will happen because I'm not gonna stop doing this. Another part of this project is to build an audience that I can communicate with over a long period of time, regardless of where they're in the world. Because if you're following along my journey, I want to follow yours as well. So tell me where you're at. Tell me what you're doing. I'm going to set up a Discord server where I would love to be able to connect with people. If you know what Discord is, if not, my numbers are posted all over social media and over the internet. Get my number. Give me a call. I'd love to have a chat no matter where you are. So hit me up, sign in my DMs, hit me up on TikTok, leave a comment on YouTube. I want to interact with people because that's the basis of this. That's the basis of this. And I'm trying to prove a point that if to other agents as well out there, it's not just, if you want to be relevant in 10 years time, you're going to have to start doing this side of things as well. Now, I'm actually, it might not seem like it, but I was talking to one of my other friends the other day and who said, mate, good on you because you're very comfortable in front of a camera. I'm not. It takes a lot of courage for me to do this every single day, but I'm putting myself out of my comfort zone and being public about things because it's going to keep me a lot more accountable. That's all it is. I want to be a better person, and part of that is being accountable and taking personal accountability. So yeah, that's my week 5 sort of wrap up about what's been happening. Aside from that, my mindset's actually been pretty good. I haven't had any issues with actually doing the work every day. I've been working every day flat out, which is good. But now I just need to start refining my time and focusing in the right directions and stop just being busy. I need to start automating things a little bit more and focus on doing more work. All right, guys, that's my wrap up for this week. Please follow along, click subscribe, click the like button, the bell notification button. All of those sort of things help me out with my YouTube algorithms as well. Plus, it helps me build up and scale a little bit more of the business. So if you want to help me out along the journey, please do those few things. It means a lot to me. If you're not following me on other socials, go give it a little follow if you can. You can mute me afterwards if you want. But just help me build up that audience so then at least I can start getting in front of the right people, because you might not be the right person, but somebody else might be. And if I can get in front of them and be able to help them, that's great. So help me help others. All right, guys, that's about it. And I'll see you again Friday for the next real estate update.